Guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of the Retro Gypsy cards by Lynn Boyle, and I found this on Etsy, so I will link her Etsy shop down below. I've gotten actually a couple of decks, or maybe a few decks from Lynn Boyle. I love her creations, and she has just so many wonderful ideas for decks. I think currently, and this may have changed since last week, currently I think her shop is on vacation, but she says if people would still like to purchase her decks, they just have to email her directly. So I'll place her email down below just in case you are interested. So the Retro Gypsy cards, yes. So, you know, it's just a regular little white box that they come in. I'll try to find like a little pouch for these eventually. But they took quite a while to get here just because, and this isn't normal, but just because when I ordered them, which was at the end of January, she has like her administrative team that kind of like goes over her orders. And they're in China, and they were just gearing up for their Chinese New Year. And of course, you know, after, or actually during the Chinese New Year is when we had a certain virus that's now, you know, kind of plagued the world. But that had just kind of come about, and it just kind of like backlogged everything, you know, because they obviously didn't have that many people working in their shops, and their administrators were kind of put on leave and everything. But the printing itself does not occur in China. It's just like her administration is in China, you know, people that oversee the orders. And then the actual printing is taking place in a few different countries. And one of them, you know, is here in the States. And since I'm in the States, then the printer there, which I believe it's Printer Studio is her printer, then they just mail it directly to me, you know, once everything's been cleared in China. But where Lynn Boyle is at is actually in Australia. So there we go. Big story. So I actually received this, it was either the first or second week of March. No, it was mid-March. Yep, it was mid-March, just before St. Patty's Day. That's right. So anyway, I would love to get to these cards. So these are just your standard playing card size. I love the cool like retro kind of 50s, late 50s, early 60s graphics on it. It says Retro Gypsy cards. Some people don't like to have like the names on the back of the cards. Me, I don't really care. So, oh, and then by the way, the cardstock, it's really nice cardstock. It's really smooth. I would say it's not really a linen finish, but it's pretty smooth, and it's got a nice weight to it. So, you know, you could shuffle these and riffle shuffle these all you want. I don't think you're really going to destroy these cards. So in this deck, there are a few extra cards that were given depending on your preferences. And so you are allowed to choose between two different sadness cards, two different love cards, and two different baby cards, and two different officer cards. Okay, so these are not the ones that I am currently using, so I'm going to put these back into the box here, and then you'll see the ones that I did choose to work with, although I like to switch it up. So let's go ahead and take a look. So let's start flipping these babies over. This one makes me laugh because I was pulling a card actually for my car. I don't know if some of you guys like talk to your cars, but I do. And my baby is a Dodge Viper, which faces a Dodge Hellcat. And so when I asked for a message, it literally was showing my Viper facing the Hellcat. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Okay, so let's flip these over actually, just so we can look at these more easily. So I have a few different types of decks that I read with. I have like Kipper cards, I have Lenormand, I have Gypsy cards like this. I have my Oracle, Tarot, Marseille. Yeah, I have a few different types. I have like Oracle Pogs. Um, I don't know. I love gypsy cards. I kind of read with them kind of like Lenormand cards. Um, and I read them like a story. And I just think that um, the images chosen and the images that were put together is just like really, I don't know, it's really good. And I know, like with Lenormand cards, it's more about, it's not the picture, it's the meaning. Like the meaning doesn't change because of the picture. Kind of like in tarot, we kind of go with our guts, and and there, yes, there's a meaning to each card, but then we're also kind of looking at the image. And with Lenormand, it's not really like that. But with gypsy cards, I kind of like do it like Lenormand, but I also kind of go with what's in the picture. So it's kind of like a, I don't know, best of both worlds. And yes, you will see that it's in 6 different languages, which is kind of how like gypsy cards are for the most part. So that's the officer card that I went with. So a lot of different types of significators in gypsy cards, which I think is cool. See, to me, gypsy cards is like a cross between Kipper and Lenormand, which is interesting. And that's the sadness card I chose instead. I was using the other one that I showed you earlier, but it's just the one I'm going with for now. There we go. So I'm just going to do a little shuffle. I'm going to pull 3 cards just to give you an example of like how I would read with it. And if, hey, this message connects with you, that's awesome. But I'm really just kind of giving a demo. So, hey, if there is somebody who needs a message, let's go ahead and throw that out there. All right. So for me, I don't just like keep pulling. I like to shuffle in between my pulls sometimes, even with Lenormand. Yes, yes. Ooh, we have enemy, we have widow, we have the gift. Okay, I don't want to make this sound too grim, but and I don't think I've ever had a reading quite like that. But somebody who they were married to, and this could be somebody you were married to like a while ago. It could even be like a year ago or whatever it was. It seems like that person whom you were married to may not have been the nicest of persons. And so I could look at this as either male or female. I know there's a widower card as well, but I'm going to look at this as male or female. So male or female, this person that you were married to was not a great person to you. They were they weren't great, for your health, your mental health, and all of that. And it seems like that they are no longer on this plane of existence. And it's almost like the gift given to you of like not even having to worry that this person isn't even here anymore. And also, it seems like there was some sort of maybe gift as well because of their death. So some sort of an inheritance, or it could be just the peace of mind of this person who was a mental torment is no longer here on planet Earth. So like I said, this is not my normal type of reading, but that just kind of came out. So it's probably for a very specific person who watches this at whatever point in time you watch this. But as I am seeing that somebody, male or female, has lost the person that they were once married to. So you could have already gone through a divorce, could have been some time back, could have been recently. But their departure from this plane of existence is your gift of that, just letting go of that anxiety. So interesting Haven't really ever had that come through. That's a new type of reading there. All right. So anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions about this deck. I do love the way it reads. It's very straightforward, just like my Lenormand cards. And sometimes I just want the facts, you know. But anyway, if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And over on my website, if you would like to sign up for my newsletter, I send out a newsletter at the first of every month, and that is the only time I hit your inbox. And my newsletter will usually have a DIY or a spell DIY, or, you know, book that I'm reading, deck that I'm using, crystal that I'm using, tea that I'm drinking, just, you know, lots of good stuff. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Sign up is free. And I'll catch you spiritual homies later. All right. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.